Dear students, good morning. So today I am going to cover inheritance, and this inheritance is the part of object oriented programming. Okay, so let's begin with a beautiful quote that any fool can write code that a computer can understand. Good programmers write code that human can understand. So we have to be a good programmer. So just look at once again that any fool can write code that a computer can understand, and good programmers write code that humans can understand. Okay, it is told by Martin Fowler. Okay, so now let's describe inheritance. See, let's look at this image when a mother is saying, "Son, I am base class," and at the same time, son is saying, "Mom, I am a derived class." So it is just a real life example is given that when you are inheriting the properties of your parents class, to child class, then it is called inheritance. Same way here, look at some points. Object oriented programming allows classes to inherit commonly used state and behavior from other classes. Means the methods and the variables, for instance, variable that are declared inside the superclass can be called into subclass. In programming, a subclass must possess every trait of its parent class or superclass, as well as additional features. By having additional features, it becomes specialized. So it is mandatory to subclass for subclass to access the properties of parents class or superclass. Whenever we do inheritance, is a relationship exists. Is the subclass truly a special case of parent? So that will be noticed over here. Inheritance from the parents is a default activity. A subclass that doesn't possess every trait of the parent should not be subclass. Okay, so whenever any subclass who is not having any properties from the superclass, it is not called inheritance. So it is very important to access the properties and methods from superclass to child class. Okay, so types of inheritance, let's see through this image. See, there are three types which are given over here in this diagram. First is single, second is multi-level, and third is hierarchical. So let's talk about first, that is single level. Single inheritance means a superclass is created and all those properties which are having in the superclass is getting accessed by class B. So this is called single type of inheritance. In second, multi-level, just look at class A, class B, class C. Three classes are created, and class A is superclass, and what we are getting that all the properties and methods from superclass to class B, and same from class B to class C. Means those properties which are having in the class A is coming to class B, and class B, class A, all those properties are coming to class C. Hierarchical. So here see class A, class B, class C. So means the properties and methods from class A is coming to class B, and at the same that class A is giving to class C also. So these are types of inheritance that we are going to. Okay, advantages of inheritance. Code reusability. First advantage is code reusability. What is code reusability? Means the codes which are written, no need to write it if any update is coming in your application. Means that code can be called. Cost cutting, no doubt. Whenever we are reducing the code reusability, means we are not expending much time on the codes, so automatically cost will be reduced. Reduce redundancy. Unnecessary codes will be removed. The codes which are not needed in the program will be reduced. So if you are using inheritance, so these are the advantages of inheritance. Relationship between classes. How we can make relationship between classes? So whenever we are making or creating two or more than two classes, then a relationship is needed. Okay, for example, look at class A is given and then class B is given. So means unless until we are not making any relationship, we cannot say that it's an inheritance. So right now these two classes doesn't have any relationship because both are individual class. Generally when we create big program, there we need to make a relationship between classes. Therefore we should know the types of relationship between classes. Let's look at the code of inheritance. I'm going to do the coding of calculator. First of all, I would like to explain something to you, that this calculator application is going to be created for a customer who wants that I should do something for adding, only sum, nothing more. So what I'll do, that I'll create class calc and I'll write one method inside the class, that is public int add, and I'll pass two arguments inside it, that is int num1 and int num2. Okay, then I'll use return key, and then I'll write num1 plus num2. So num1 and num2 are arguments that is given in the method. Just look at, and return key is basically doing calculation based on the argument, and it is not displaying, it is just saving that information into the method, and then it is done. And then we'll run this program through main method that I'll explain to you. But in between, client wants that one more function should be added into that calculator program. Then no need to create another method for that sum. It just have to extend that first super class, so that the method which is written inside the calc will be called into this second class. So here code reusability, we are not supposed to write once again. So again client wants that one subtraction method should be added. So I am writing one method, that is public int subs, and two arguments are given, int num2. Then same thing, return num1 minus num2. So here I am subtracting, and then result will be coming, and then result will be displayed through main method that I'll explain you later on. Once these two classes are created, two functions are created, client wants again something more should be added into it, that is multiply. So again I'm not going to write plus minus again because it is already created. So that's why I'll create a new class. That class name is calc new advanced, and I have to use extends keyword. That extend keywords basically for inheriting the property from the superclass to base class. So extends which class? Calc advanced class means this the features which are there in the superclass has come to second class, that is calc advanced, and all these together means calc and calc advanced. The two classes properties and methods are coming to third class by using this class calc new advanced extends calc advanced. Okay, so let's look at it. Public int mul, and then int num1 num2, and finally return num multiply num2, and then result is saved into multiply. And now I have to create a main method because you know very well that program runs through main method. So that's why it's very important for us to create. So here public class inheritance demo, and then public static void main string args, and inside it I have to see whenever we are going to call any methods and properties from superclass to main class, we have to always create an object of that class. So that's why third class, that is calc new advanced, because if you see that all the features of previous classes are coming into this third class, that's why I am going to create an object of this third class, that is calc new advanced, and the name of the object is CA. You can look at, and then the key, which is new key, can be used to identify this object. So new calc new advanced, and then int result, one another variable I have created to get the result through object. So int result assignment operator CA, CA is the object of the class third class, and then method is add, that is given in the super class. So CA dot add, and the values are given 5 and 4 because two arguments are given, that's why I am passing two values over here. Int result 2 CA subs 10 6 int result 3 CA mul. So now once the result is being calculated, then it should be displayed, and display should be done with the help of system.out.println result 1 result 2 result 3. So now this program is done. So this program is showing the basic nature of inheritance, and through this you will come to know what is inheritance, why it is important to use inheritance in object oriented programming. Okay, so thanks for listening. I'll come with a new lesson. Till then.